Hey, thank you for coming to the Tetradecahedron through myopia inner sight. I just wanted to kind of tell you I feel so integrated, not um as scattered and anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey if I can do it clearly and briefly, okay? Because that's what I came on today to do. To how did I come to be so more together, you know? All of us together. I'm still a system. I'm a system, okay? But the first thing I did was I kind of was um, studying up on the condition, and I found that some of the YouTubers, Silver and some other people, were very, very good at explaining our condition. And I kind of self-diagnosed. I self-diagnosed, and then a therapist shopped until I found a wonderful person. Oh, she's so great. And she finally diagnosed me with OSDD. So I know I was more separated when I was younger, and there's been different times in my life when I've just like really dissociated and, that kind of become another person thing where you don't remember what's going on. At any rate, so it's been will it be 3 years or it will be 4 years? It's going to be 4 years this coming August that I had eye surgery. And after the eye surgery, I like came out. And the first thing that happened is I was I don't know, maybe a 13-year-old boy, 14, and very, very shocked by the body that I emerged in. And nobody in our system knew how to drive. So I had to call on LB. Now, LB is my dad's name. That was my father's name, my birth father's name. And he died before I was born, so I never knew him. But at any rate, I'm pretty sure LB's always been with us. As a system. There's 14 of us, and the way we know that is because the name came to us. Our name, our system name, is the Tetradecahedron, and that came early on. The Tetradecahedron. I had to look it up to see exactly what that meant. So at any rate, and then there started to be some writing. Some people came out, like a young woman, Muddy Elena, came and there's relationships between these people inside my system, and some of the people were critical against her, and then she came and wrote a whole long email, crying in Spanish and saying, I'm your sister, why do you mistreat me like that? So there's all these conversations going on. There's a little love affair going on inside us, and that was from when we were young, and that's a really, really sweet relationship within us. Some of the beings within us are not actual persons. One is a being that holds pain, and so at any rate, and there's others who were just observers, but like prisoner observers. They weren't just watching because they wanted to watch, but they had to watch. So there's that person too. And what happened was we began to acknowledge each of the people. As I was watching the YouTube videos, I found that some people really, really went inside and built up their inner world. And a young woman who was really into Harry Potter had an inner world like that. And because I'm an older woman raising grandkids, really realized that I needed to be present now in this world. So I did everything I could to bring the inner world out so I could understand and communicate, so we can understand and communicate with one another. I found a doll at the thrift store. It was a handmade doll with this Hawaiian, little shirt on, little Hawaiian shorts or something like that, and crazy hair that reminded me of my little David. who was my first buddy that I remember. And just different ways, like I would go to the... I think it's been important for me to acknowledge my different parts, my different altars. And so I would go to the dollar store and look at the cards there and think, I'm going to get that card. And I would shop for an individual person in our system. And I would buy a little card or a little gift or something. So I was always trying to acknowledge the people within my system. There began to become a lot of talking and a lot of singing, a lot of perhaps musical theater and dancing around the house and little people coming out when I was alone. And I was fortunate that I was able to film a lot of that and put it on my channel here on YouTube. Now, I haven't been on the channel for a long time. I've been busy being present in my life. However, David still does his Hawaiian chants. Manny Muse and Lady Susan, Manny Muse and Susan have been very active with music and, creating your own songs, musical theater. I have actually physically in my body have been very busy getting a total knee replacement on my left side and recovering from that. It's been 5 weeks, I believe, about 5 weeks, and it's looking really good. I won't show it to you right now, but looking really good. A beautiful scar. You can hardly see it. And I'm getting ready to get the other knee replaced. I'm also wanting to take a photography class from a friend that Maria Elena was flirting with before we got the knee surgery. Yeah, she's always loves to be in love. So anyway, what we do is we recognize one another. We talk to one another when there's time for self-talk. I think it's important in OSDD and DID to have enough time alone so that when you're talking to yourselves, people aren't, you don't need people listening. You need to listen. It's important that I listen to my altars and see what it is that they need. So I'm asking you guys today, altars, all 14 of you, my Tetradecahedron, let's get together and share our joy. So, America is really suffering right now. So suffering. Sometimes I cry for my country, for my nation, for my people, and for the people that thought that America was a great light. I want to become a great light in my life, in my own life, and hopefully bring joy to others. And I hope on your journey with DID or SDD or in your system that you enjoy every moment that you go through. Even if it's suffering at the moment, that you're able to bring yourself up and find a friend, especially the friends within. We can be friends, and if somebody's acting out, it's kind of like, I hear you. What do you need? And when you go shopping too, what do you need? I need healthy food. I need good sleep. And I need my other knee replaced. And I need to come and see you more often. So I just want to thank you for coming to my Tetradecahedron. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.